Good morning. I'm Rob at eminiforecaster.com. I want to share with you a couple of ways that you can really turbocharge your trading. Let me go look at the forecast for this week. This is our forecast so far this week, and this week is a very special week because we have a lot of activity with the bank failures and everything else, and the government bailout plan and debates and all these kinds of things are hitting the wires, causing the market to go crazy. Initially, our forecast was to see a low on Tuesday sometime. It did come down into this area and start to come back up, but then some news shot us back down the next morning and took out that low by a little bit, and then we continued following the forecast, and then right here is where we had the event of the Congress not complying with the bankers' wishes to get $700 billion of our money to use for their secret purposes. So a recent addition to our service was to add in the daily guidance. And each morning this will come out and give you a general feel. It'll tell you what kind of gap is going on. It'll give you a general feel for what's going on at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And then if it is needed, it will give you a buy or sell recommendation or a long-short bias for the market intraday. And so what happened this week on those alerts, let me go to that for you. I coded this in TradeStation, and the way I do this is I just very simply code in. I tell it if it's the time of the alert to go ahead and sell. I wait for it to hit, you can see this, I just wait for it to hit a 40-minute high or low, and then I have it trade right there. But this was Monday. Now, if we look at what the forecast was on Monday, if you recall, and I'll take you back there, the forecast, we had a down forecast on Monday. So what this was doing when we got this alert came out at this time was it was confirming for us that in fact the forecast was correct. When we came to Tuesday, however, we were expecting that low down in there, but what happened was as we scroll over to Tuesday, we see it gave us a short bias in the morning right in here. So we knew, going back to the forecast, to expect the market to decline for a better part of the day at least, and of course it did pan out that that morning alert or update was correct. So if we were trading in here and we were expecting the market to come up here, we would know, since those were conflicting, that we'd want to get really tight on our risk control. Now on Wednesday, the day was more or less a flat forecast, and let's see what the morning alert came out with. We'll scroll over this. A little bit later in the day, in the morning, it posted that the market was unbiased, and then along about 12:20 or so, New York time. This chart is set to Eastern, or rather Pacific time where I live. It gave a short, and the market moved sideways the rest of the day, and we ended up with a small loss if you were to take that as a trade. But that particular day, the market did behave in a manner consistent with what was forecasted. It just happened to be down. Down in here, you can always use the platform to move the price scaling where you want it to be. On this day, we were expecting a slight upward bias, particularly early in the day, per the forecast here. And on that day, in fact, we did get along about 10:45 Eastern, we got a buy recommendation or a upward bias. This would be a buy at a 40-minute low, as I teach in the training section of the website. and on some of the videos. So it confirmed that on Thursday, and then this morning on Friday, we're not complete with the day here yet, but we were expecting an upward bias, and as I had mentioned, we had a big gap down overnight because of the Congress not going along with this plan. It is always wise during these kinds of conditions to keep an eye on the news, and we do have a news area in the website, but this particular kind of news needs to be tended to through Yahoo or Bloomberg, various sources that you can do on your own. But we did have, let's go back over to TradeStation here and see what we got going so far today. Along about 10:25 this morning, the alert was put out to sell short, or that we would expect a downward bias for the rest of the day. And this is so far sold at or near the high of the day. We'll see how this pans out as the day moves on. The market does seem to be moving sideways and is having trouble going lower, and also having trouble going higher. But anyways, for this whole week, if you just summed up on the alerts alone, it picked up about $3,100 so far. We'll see by the end of the day where that ends up being. But whether you had taken this or not as trade recommendations, you certainly could have used it in using the forecaster to manage your risk a little bit more prudently. So these two tools used in conjunction are very, very powerful tools in helping you manage your trading positions throughout the week. So I wanted to share that with you. It's Friday, so we got a couple of days off here, and I wish you all a very good weekend, and all the best to you in your trading.